Coming up, violent crime in Washington, D.C. Welcome to Just Facts News, where we bring you thoroughly vetted facts that other newscasts have ignored or distorted. In a recent episode of ABC's preeminent Sunday morning news show, This Week with George Stephanopoulos, correspondent Mola Lenghi reported on President Trump's takeover of the Washington, D.C. police force and said this.
The president declaring an emergency, saying crime in D.C. is spiraling out of control, even though the district's official figures showing violent crime recently hitting a 30-year low, down 26% since last year, numbers the president has baselessly called phony.
Here's what ABC failed to tell you. The district's official figures aren't a record of all violent crimes, but exclude crimes not reported by the public to the police and crimes not reported by the police to the federal government. For that very reason, the FBI warns against making any direct comparisons of such crime data over time, given the changes in police procedures, shifting attitudes towards crime and police, and other societal changes can affect the extent to which people report and law enforcement agencies record crime. Here's more of what ABC failed to tell you. The surest measure of violent crime in D.C. or anywhere else is the rate of murder, because it is the most violent of all crimes, and it is also the most accurately measured one. In the words of the U.S. Department of Justice, homicide is of interest not only because of its severity, but also because it is a fairly reliable barometer of all violent crime. At a national level, no other crime is measured as accurately and precisely. So what do the official murder figures show? Far from being at a 30-year low, the murder rate in Washington, D.C. in 2024 was 83% higher than its low in 2012. To put that data in context, it means that roughly 1 in every 51 people in D.C. will ultimately have their lives cut short by murder if the D.C. murder rate stays at its 2024 level. Here's more of what ABC failed to tell you. The U.S. Supreme Court has unanimously ruled that governments exist for the maintenance of social order. Hence, it is that the obligation of the government to protect life, liberty, and property against the conduct of the indifferent, the careless, and the evil-minded may be regarded as lying at the very foundation of the social compact. President Trump is acting upon that obligation, while other politicians and media outlets downplay the bloodshed in D.C. by presenting statistics that do more to mislead than inform. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next time for more thoroughly vetted facts that other newscasts ignore or distort.